Do you want to know what a true sin looks like? Come here. Come closer. Lean in. A true sin looks like you trying to get someone who does not even like themselves to like you. Not even Jesus Christ himself could get everyone to like him. Not even God can get everyone to believe in his divinity. And you're out here on this floating rock trying to get everyone to like you? Because that makes no damn sense. What's up, positive bitches? How are we doing today? If you're hearing this episode, you're meant to be here, so keep listening. On the Bitches Positive podcast, sometimes we will laugh. Other times, baby, we're gonna cry. But we will always walk away feeling our most empowered, positive bitch self. That is Babe in true connection with herself, himself, human self. I don't care what you are. If you want to transcend your current reality and get better results, you are welcome here. Hello. On this podcast, we unbecome who we are not so we can fully step into exactly who we came here to be. I have a little announcement. Show Up As Her has officially graduated into being a hardcover. So if you are more into hardcover books, now you can get Show Up As Her in your preferred medium. I like to say that I'm so hot that even my book gets hard for me, but you know, we can say whatever we want around here now, can't we? Seriously though, if you're looking to become the highest version of yourself, hottest, healthiest, wealthiest version of you, this book has the 10 laws of positive bitchology. It is this podcast, but on steroids. There are QR codes in here for meditations, journal prompts, and so much more. If you're looking to up level and you need to give your mind something to focus on, join one of my courses. We have the 21-day breakup glow up challenge if you're going through a breakup. We also have the pedestal path if you want to raise your standard, get better results when it comes to dating. Shadow alchemy if you're ready to understand your hidden gifts and transcend who you've been attracting. And of course, the art of alchemy, learning how to become a master alchemist, taking those lower vibrational emotions of pain and turning it into your power. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Something really interesting about being a human is while it is our incarnation, it's not just about us. What? Are you kidding me? It's not just about us? Yeah. So here's the thing. The universe is quite literally expanding through your unique perspective. I don't think we'll fully ever understand really what God is because I think it's just so beyond our comprehension as a human being. But we can grasp at straws and try our best. We have a limiting understanding that there is this divinity that is the creator of all things, that is the creator of us, that runs through our veins. And this divinity has been expanding since the beginning of time and has expanded now through you. There's an amazing quote by Rumi, and it says, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop." You have a divinity that runs through your veins, that wants to experience this universe in physical form through your unique perspective. There are gifts and talents and attributes that only you can gift to this world. It's not just about you, but how the universe wants to expand through you, how the universe wants to gift to other people through your unique gift. A lot of us have grown up in judgmental environments, whether that be our family or the playground. We have learned in order to be accepted by the tribe, we have to try to fit in. We have to perceive how they're looking at us rather than perceiving the world through our own two eyes. And that is not going to lead us anywhere. The greats that we think of are not thinking, oh my God, what are they thinking of me? What are they going to judge me for? They listen to their internal voice more than they listen to the external voices around them. If you want to be great, if you want to find out what you can really do, you have to take a more feminine approach to your life. And that means tuning in more than you're tuning externally. It means listening to the inner voice more than you're listening to everyone around you. At the end of the day, the person who understands your vision the most is you. You can't expect people to understand your point of view when it's your point of view. Trust me, when it becomes successful, everyone else will jump on board. But for now, you have to be both boots on the ground and you have to go after your desire like your life depends on it, because it really does. How do you stop caring so much about what other people are telling you to do or about their judgments? You gotta first consider the source. If someone is judging you for your relationship, but you would never want theirs, don't take their advice. If someone is judging you for how you dress, but you hate how they're dressed, don't take their advice. You have to consider the source. They are their own human with their own filters and their own fears and their own judgments, and their limited beliefs are now just bleeding on you. It's hard for people to carry these burdens of limiting beliefs and fears. So what do? They word vomit it on us. When I get unsolicited advice on relationships, because people will always ask me, oh, maybe you want to date this person, or maybe you want this, or maybe you want that. Even though I find it really funny that no one has once ever asked me if I'm looking for God, but they will ask me if I'm looking for a man. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for the man upstairs, divinity. I'm looking for a true definition of God. Do you have that? I'm looking to transcend this reality and teleport into the king's chamber in ancient Egypt. Do you have that machine where I can do that? Oh, you do? Oh, okay, then we're not on the same wavelength here, are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. People will give me random advice about relationships, and I look at their relationship and I think, holy shit, I would never want what they have. I don't like their dynamic. I don't like how they fight with one another. I would never allow that in my relationship. Life is truly just whatever you want to tolerate, whatever you allow, you amplify. And I look at them and I'm thinking, bah humbug. Yeah, that's cool and all that you want to give me advice. I think you have good intentions. Maybe you're trying to help me, even though I did not ask. I don't want what you have, though. So what I do is I smile and I nod and I'm just like, yeah. And then I just change the subject because I literally don't care. And these people, they're not trying to hurt me. I do think they have positive intention to help me. And I wouldn't go so far to say that people who are giving you advice want to hurt you. If they're trying to give you advice, they probably think that they're helping you. Maybe they just like to hear themselves talk. Maybe they're delusional. Who really knows? But I don't want to take shit ever, but I'm also not going to do harm, especially when I know someone is just in a limited consciousness and they have limited capacity for understanding what I understand. And it's not that I'm better than them. We're just operating on two different channels. And when someone does want to give me their advice on relationships and they're looking at me and they're like, well, you're single, maybe you could try this or this or this, you got to take it with a grain of salt. If you're looking for answers, go to God, go to the divine, go to your spirit team, or just sit in silence. No one can give you the answer you're really, really looking for besides yourself. Because people can talk all day. No one truly knows what's best for you besides you. Now, if you really want to get the best advice possible, it means turning off your egoic mind and leaning into your intuition. You got to slow down. You have to make silence. You got to step into meditation. Go for a walk and just listen to meditative music. You need to flush out all the blah, 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 blah to get to the true answers. Recently, I've had to tell my mom like 15,000 times, I want to go to you and talk to you because I love you and I value what you have to say. But there are times I'm looking for comfort, not criticism. I'm looking for space, not unsolicited advice. There's a difference. Sometimes we're just looking for a shoulder to cry on. We're not looking for someone to talk at us. And I found after telling her multiple times, it has now successfully gotten through the brain barrier and we're getting somewhere. Sometimes you literally have to tell someone, look, I don't need criticism right now. I just need comfort. I know what I have to do, but it's a difficult decision. And right now, I just need a shoulder to lean on. Communicate what it is you need from people. Before you take someone's advice, you need to look at their life. Do you want their relationship? Do you like how they show up every single day? Their belief system has built their life because our belief builds our world. If you don't like their life, then do not adopt their belief. If people are not just giving you advice, but literally hating on you, let them. Whether someone's sending you positive energy or negative energy, it's still energy you can use to alchemize and transmute into power. When I go on a walk and I feel like there's people staring at me, I will literally just say to myself, I transmute any energy sent my way into power, into wealth, into hotness, into abundance. Because at the end of the day, people are going to send me all different types of energy. I like to show up how I like to show up, and not everyone's going to agree with that. So of course they're going to judge me. Of course they're going to send me energy. I'm not going to walk around and be like, oh, no one can perceive me. Oh, no one's judging me. No, I live in reality, which means that, yeah, people do judge you. They are going to send you energy. And if they're going to do that, you can bet your ass that I'm going to use their energy to transmute it into my power, because I don't get mad. I get everything that I've ever wanted. And that's what you have to learn to do. You have the God-given ability to transmute energy other people send you into your power. So literally say to yourself, any energy sent my way is turned into abundance. Any energy sent my way is turned into my power. Any energy sent my way is turned into whatever it is that you want to manifest in that season. Most people are just children in adult bodies. Yes, we physically age 13 to 14 to 15 to 16. But when you ask someone, oh, do you feel older today? Do you feel 27? Do you feel 15? They always say, no, I feel exactly the same. Yeah, because we're physically aging, but mentally and emotionally, unless you're doing the work, you're reading the books, you're not really maturing. That's why there's so many adult humans, and we're thinking, WTF, they can't emotionally regulate. They don't know how to communicate. This is a living hell. Yeah, they physically age, but mentally and emotionally, spiritually, they're still a 5-year-old having a temper tantrum. There are a lot of people, when I look at them, I just see them as children. I see them in their own mental cage, because the real matrix exists between our two ears. It's what our limiting beliefs have told us we're not allowed to do. The only real limit in this life is you. You are your own biggest obstacle. You are your own biggest limits. You are your own greatest enemy. It's really yourself. And I know that sounds weird, because we are also sometimes our biggest advocate, but it takes time to get there. We have to surpass all the limiting beliefs, all the negative things that people have told us that we now believe. We have to surpass all of our insecurities, all of our self-judgments. Our biggest limit is ourself. That's it. And it actually puts the power back in our own hands, because if I say the biggest limit is your parents, well, the power's in their hands now. What are you going to do? If I say the biggest limit is your teacher, well, the power's in their hands. What are you going to do? If I say the biggest limit is your ex, well, that puts the power in their hands. What are you going to do? No. The person who has the most power over your life is simply you. Your biggest enemy, your biggest obstacle, your biggest limit is also you. It's you. You have to unravel all the BS going on in this brain. And once you do that, oh my God, your life will change. Your life will change. You are both the programmer and the program. So growing up, we got programmed, and now as an adult, we have to say, all right, I want to become a conscious co-creator now, and I'm going to rewrite my program. That's why listening to this podcast is so important, because you're rewiring thoughts that you thought were fact. That's why last week, the Making Mind affirmation track is so important. It's going to rewire your brain for you so you can get better results. I'm telling you, listen to last week's episode over and over and over again for at least 21 days, and you're going to see a huge transformation in your life. At this point, I can't even get mad at people, because I feel bad. I feel bad they don't have the tools. I feel bad that they hate themselves so much, and I could never hate someone as much as they hate themselves. I couldn't. I'll never forget. I was in Brooklyn once getting coffee, and this lady walked past me, and I smiled at her and waved, and she said something along the lines of don't smile at me or don't wave at me. And I just chuckled to myself because I thought, damn, I could never hate that little human as much as she hates herself. And I sent her love because I feel bad she hates herself. And at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want to me. I don't really care. I care what I think about me. I care about what God thinks of me, not a mere mortal. No, unless you're divinity, I don't really care what you have to say about me because I know how much I've worked on myself. I know how many times I burnt myself down just to stand back up. I know how many hours I have spent on becoming a better person, a better version of me. I don't need your validation because I validate me. I don't need your opinion because I have a good opinion of myself. And unless you're God, I don't really care. Another time I was driving in the car and I was so happy because it was after yoga and I was praising God. I was talking to Jesus and I was like crying of gratitude. It was a special moment for me. And then I look up and someone's flipping me off and I'm like, oh, lovely. And in that moment, a channeled message came through. And what that message said was, there are constant invitations to either evolve or devolve. You could be in a higher vibration, but there's always going to be that invitation to get to the next higher vibration, to the next higher state, or an invitation to devolve, to go down a peg. And that is just what being a human is. Healing is not linear. It's much more like a spiral. And we're constantly being invited to go to a higher state, from neutral to happiness, to love, to authenticity. And then when you're at that state of authenticity, you're also going to get an invitation where someone flips you off to go back down to neutrality, where maybe you get a little confused and then you get pissed off and you're going down to anger. There are always going to be invitations. And honestly, you don't have to get bent out of shape about this. We're human. Enjoy the journey. Evolve to devolve, devolve to evolve. You're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to be human. If someone has enough time to hate on me, to judge me, wow, they must be so bored. I don't have time to leave a negative comment on someone's post. I don't have time to hate on someone. I don't have time to talk bad about someone. That's a luxury. Having free time to hate on someone is such a luxury. I don't have it. I'm building an empire. I'm writing another book. I'm posting content. I have a podcast to get to. I have clients to speak to. I don't have the luxury, the boredom to talk negatively about other people. If somebody does, they must not have a lot going on. Oh, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. And at the end of the day, if they want to talk bad about me, okay, karma knows everyone's address. They're just hurting themselves. It has nothing to do with me. One of the energetic principles is the law of karma. Whatever you put out, you're going to get back. You don't have to worry about people who are hating on you, who are sending you negative energy. You take that energy, you transmute it, you alchemize it, and you let karma do her thing. Okay, those people, they need to learn how to get a life. They need to learn how to get a hobby. Honestly, send them this podcast. This would help them. Let's not gatekeep. Let's allow them in. Let's help them. The best thing you can do towards a hater, towards someone who's sending you negative energy, is simply laugh. That will allow you to maintain a high frequency, and it also really communicates you don't get to bully me into a lower vibration. You don't get to dictate how I'm going to feel. You're miserable. Why would I lower myself down to your state? I'm instead going to influence other people around me to rise. I didn't come to the planet to allow other people to bring me down. When I was in Charleston, some girl kept spilling her drink all over me. And instead of getting mad at her or allowing that to ruin my night, because that only hurts me, I took my drink, poured it on top of my head, and said I was dancing in the rain. That's what I did. I transmute negative energy into humor. I'm telling you, that will change your life. When someone wants to ghost me, I just laugh and say, okay, someone better's coming in. When I get freaking traumatized, I'm like, okay, what the F was that? I'm a human being and I don't know what's going on, and that's okay. I just laugh. At the end of the day, I would rather laugh than cry. I don't want people to bully me into a lower vibration. I will not allow other people to dictate my emotional state. That's not what I came here to do. I'm not a feather in the wind. I'm not a leaf in the wind. I am Cece, and I'm going to be in control of my frequency and my vibration, because at the end of the day, that is what's controlling my reality. I'm not going to let Joe Schmo tinker me into a lower vibration and then F up my reality. That's not what I came here to do. I take my power back by responding with humor rather than reacting from a past wound or anger or allowing them to dictate how I'm gonna feel. People who hate on you, think about it, are below you. They say it's lonely at the top. No, it's not. It's lonely at the bottom. And that's why misery will always try to rip you down. People who are miserable try to take your energy. They're like parasites. They want to just bleed their misery all over you. They just want you to hear their miserable story over and over and over again. People who are below you are lonely. They are miserable, and they are trying to pull you down to their state. That's not because they're evil. It's just how energy works. All energy seeks to expand. Think about it. When someone has good energy, you want to be around that person. You want to hear their story. You want to listen to them. You want to dance with them. But when someone's always in a crabby mood, you try to get away from them, because energy is always seeking to expand, and it expands through us. It's contagious. If they're in a bad mood, somehow now we're in a bad mood. But if they're in a good mood, somehow now we're in a good mood. Energy is contagious. It's not lonely at the top. It's lonely at the bottom. And that is why misery loves company. No one really doing better than you mentally, emotionally, spiritually is going to hate on you. So if you know someone's hating on you, it's because they're below you and trying to get you down to their level, but you're not going to give them that power because you're smarter than that. I feel like people who hate on me, people who hate on you, I feel like they're actually just fans in disguise. They're secret fans. Like, they want to do what we're doing so badly that they're just envious. That's what it is. They are reflecting back to you, damn, you get to be free, you get to be happy, you get to be confident in your own skin, and I don't get to do that? Well, now I'm going to hate on you. I find it very hysterical when people hate on what someone else is wearing, and they'll tell me, I'm like, I don't hate what why would I hate what someone's wearing? Why would I care that much to comment on another person's outfit? Why would I care about that? I don't care what anyone does as long as they're not hurting another individual. I do not care. If someone comes up to me and says, oh my God, look at that girl. Her outfit is horrible. It's disgusting. I know there's something about that girl standing in her confidence, in her unique combination of clothing that is triggering that other person. They want to be as confident as her. They want to be as free as her. They want to be as bold as her. And because they don't allow themselves to do that, they're going to hate on her. When someone is hating on someone, when someone is judging someone, I know it says so much more about the hater than it does about that other person. They really are a secret fan. They want to be able to do what that other person is doing. So when someone is hating on you, it's really not even about you. It's about them, what they wish they can embody, what they wish they could have in their own reality. You're inspiring them. You're making them feel something. You're triggering them. Honestly, you should be saying you're welcome to them, because you're helping them heal while on their incarnation, because you're showing them where their shadows lie. Your energy is expensive. My energy is expensive. So that means we're not just going to spend it on anyone. There are people who are just not worth us spending our attention and energy on. And if you don't want something to be a big deal, do not give it big attention. Think about it. When you don't give something your attention is the greatest commodity that you have. When you don't give something your attention, it can't steal from your energy bucket. It can't take from your life. Something really only solidifies into your 3D reality when you observe it. It's called the observer effect in quantum physics. When you observe something, it goes from wavelength into solid electron form. But when you remove your attention from it, it really ceases to exist within your reality. Your energy is expensive. So do not spend it trying to prove your worth to people who've already decided not to see it. Do not spend your energy trying to prove yourself to people who do not even like themselves. It is not worth it. You're going to burn yourself out for what? For people who are still operating at the capacity of a 5-year-old, trying to prove yourself to someone who literally is already committed to misunderstanding you? Not worth it. Go talk to God instead. Go read a book. Go learn something new. Boundaries are the sexiest thing you can do for yourself. Unfollow them, mute them, walk away. Not everything deserves a reaction. And you know what? Not everything even deserves a response. Some things deserve unattention. Some things just deserve a moment of, I'm calling all my power back to me. I'm going to look in the other direction. I'm going to take my power, my presence, and I'm going to go place it into an environment where I am celebrated rather than tolerated. You aren't for everyone. I'm not for everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I definitely am ayahuasca. I'm going to trigger people. I'm going to shed light on things for people. I'm going to make people feel something. I'm okay with that because I didn't come to planet Earth to be liked. I don't care if mere mortals like me or not. I came here to really walk on Cece's journey of learning to love herself unconditionally, of creating to inspire other human beings. I have my own mission that needs my time, attention, and focus. I'm not going to worry about Joe Schmo who does not like himself. You weren't created to be liked by everyone. You were created to learn how to love who you incarnated as. And you do have purpose here and you are needed here. And you're not meant to be that other person, because if you were meant to be that other person, you would have incarnated as them. You have your own journey, your own obstacles, your own celebrations that needs your attention. Give your attention to things that you can grow, not to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You have to basically reframe their hate. Let them be judgmental. Let them hate. It means you're probably doing something right. It means you're being loud enough that you're not conforming to everybody else. Haters give you a spotlight. They give you energy. Okay, F it. Use it. Every successful person I can think of has people who are hating on them. The first reframe is, oh, people are hating on me. That means I'm not conforming. It must mean I'm doing something right. The second thing is reframing what they're hating on. When I was growing up, my older brother always used to make fun of me for having a big forehead, and so did this kid in my grade. And thank God for my sister, because I remember sitting in her room and I was crying to her because my brother and this kid in my school would call me a 5-head all the time. And she was like, Cece, she did something really important, actually. She didn't deny that I had a big forehead. She wasn't like, no, you have a small forehead. I don't have a small forehead. I do have a bigger forehead. But she didn't deny the fact that I had a big forehead. So she didn't gaslight me into saying, no, you have a small forehead. I don't. She said, your forehead is a beautiful size. It's not small. It's a statement size. And she says, do you know who has bigger foreheads? Models. And she always used to show me a picture of Gemma Ward. And she said, Cece, you look like Gemma Ward. When I was younger, apparently I looked like this model Gemma Ward, or I have similar features as her. For example, my forehead. And she used to tell me all of the girls on America's Next Top Model have unique features like gaps or a larger forehead. And she says, this is what makes them stand out. This is what makes them beautiful. And you have that. And it is beautiful. And she would even show me Rihanna when I got a little bit older. She was like, look, you and Rihanna, you have this beautiful feature about you. And she saved me with that, because my sister's 10 years older than me. Having another woman who I looked up to because she's older than me tell me this is so beautiful about you, and reframing it from a 5-head to models and celebrities have this beautiful feature and it's what makes them stand out, really helped me see it in a new light. If people are hating on you for your skin, your hair, your body, even Cindy Crawford, they told her, you got to take off your mole, you got to take off your mole. And she refused. That mole was the thing that ended up making her book all of these modeling projects and making her famous. You have to reframe what people are hating on you for. If they hate on you for your voice, they don't think you're a good singer, a good actress, you have to realize that you have a special talent that the universe is trying to expand through only you. Only you can do what you are sent to this planet to do, and you have to lean into it. So reframe it. How is it different? How is it beautiful? Where do you see in your reality that someone else who's doing what you want to do has maybe something similar to you? You have to reframe it. You have to see the truth of the situation. That they're hating on you because they actually want to be you. They're hating on you because they're jealous that you can stand in your boldness, that you can stand in your authenticity, that you're willing to go out on a limb and see what you can create. Fortune favors the bold. And if they're hating on you, it's because they're really fans in disguise. I want to give you another tool that I call messy makeup mode. This will really help you ground yourself in your present moment so you can focus on having fun, being in your authentic energy and attracting the best of the best rather than worried about what people are thinking of you. This is on page 158 of my book, Show Up As Her. Grounding through messy makeup mode. The divine feminine exists in and expresses herself through her body, not our head, where our masculine lives. I used to do something I call body bouncing. Body bouncing means you're decentering yourself from your own life energetically by switching your point of view from your own to someone else's point of view of you. So instead of you thinking, am I having fun? Instead of you enjoying your own night, you're thinking, what is that person thinking of me? Oh my God, are they judging me? Do they not like my outfit? Now I'm insecure. You're going to notice you're not insecure when you just live through your own perception instead of Joe Schmoes. Instead of enjoying myself or even having an inner dialogue about what I was seeing, I would have an inner dialogue about how I thought other people saw me. Let's say I aligned with a man named Brad at a bar. Instead of me having an internal dialogue about what I thought about Brad, I would be trying to pick up on what Brad thought of me. I had no time to even assess whether this was a good or bad match because I was consumed by making sure I was making a good impression. How can we see red flags in others when we are obsessing over potential red flags in ourselves? This is how we pick the wrong dudes. This is also how we exit our own magnetic energy. Because what is magnetic energy? Magnetic energy is just being in your authentic state, whatever that might be that day. A really easy way to get into a magnetic authentic state is just say, F it, I'm going to do what I want and proceed to do what you want, and you'll be in a magnetic frequency. Positive bitch tip. The egg does not swim to the sperm. It's science. The divine feminine does not chase the masculine. It's energetic law. Instead of body bouncing from your point of view to their point of view, use your divine feminine to get back into your own body. There are two ways to do this. The first way is to use your light divine feminine to regain connection to yourself instead of ghosting your own point of view. This is a grounding practice. We have long been told to keep sweet, but I'm telling you, forget that and keep in touch with yourself. While you're out, pause and feel into your body by using one or more of your 5 senses to reground your spirit. Ask yourself, what am I sensing right now? Who am I talking to? What do I see? What do I feel? What do I hear? Am I enjoying myself right now? Am I behaving in a way that feels good to me? When you check in with one of your 5 senses, you ground your spirit back into your own body and regain your perspective. You can then decide how you wish to proceed. Maybe you want to stop the conversation and go dance. Maybe you need a bathroom break. Or maybe you are perfectly happy where you are. Whatever the answer is, it will allow you to act in a way that grounds you in your own human experience. The second way to get back into your own body is by tapping into your dark divine feminine energy and activating messy makeup mode. Messy makeup mode means getting out of your head and into your body by dancing in any way that feels good to you. An act of recentering yourself energetically, which magnetizes your energy and takes your power back. I swear to you, the most people come up to me when I'm dancing like no other. I'm not kidding. I dance like God himself told me to start shaking it. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how people perceive it. All I care about is that I feel good. When I'm dancing and messy makeup mode is activated, I'm having so much fun. I literally cannot even worry about what others think. I'm enjoying myself so much, nothing else matters. I'm usually so sweaty, it looks like I just walked out of the shower, and my makeup is a mess. Hence, messy makeup mode. You would think that when your hair is dripping sweat and your makeup is just all over the place, that no one would want to come within 2 feet of you. But this is actually when I get the most positive attention. To enter messy makeup mode, stop thinking and start dancing. Let your body just move with the music. No judgment, just movement. When messy makeup mode is activated, there's no shame about how you wish to move. Maybe people are watching, but who cares? This is your life and you will dance how you want to. Messy makeup mode shuts down all image-associated shame women have been plagued with. This mode is about completely embracing your beautiful body and sexuality. Trying to look perfect all the time places others on the pedestal. Instead of trying to look perfect, you will feel perfectly aligned, which will allow perfectly aligned people to come up to you. I'm not kidding you. This weekend, when we went to a club in Vegas, me and my friends were dancing. It was like there were sharks around us, just circling, trying to intercede in our little circle, trying to dance with us because we were having so much fun. I had this little scarf and I was twirling around my scarf, but I was completely sweating. My makeup, my hair was a mess. It was like out to the walls because it was so frizzy at that point. But it didn't matter because we were exuding such amazing energy. We were so in our own bodies. We were being so authentic to ourselves that so many people just wanted to come and get a taste of our energy. They wanted to feel what we were feeling because it looked like we were having so much fun, truly, because we were having so much fun. And that's what people want. They don't want the perfect person who looks miserable just sitting there. They don't want the person who's trying to act cooler than everyone else. People want to feel good. People want to have fun, and they can sense it energetically. When you're just in your magnetic energy, it will attract everyone towards you. The funny thing is, the ironic thing is, when you don't care what other people think of you, that's when everyone wants to be your friend. But when you're so worried, what do they think of me? How are they going to judge me? You're sending out so much energy that it repels people. When you chase validation, it ends up running further from you. Instead of chasing validation, turn around, look at yourself in the mirror and say, how can I learn to like myself? You're too externally focused and you need to learn how to make peace with your internal world. I don't chase validation. I attract it by just being myself. My light irritates the insecure, and that is not my problem. Mosquitoes love the light, but the light is never affected by a mosquito. No, that's okay with me. I really don't mind if I trigger. I don't mind if I grab someone's attention because I'm going to transmute it either way. You can send me positive energy. You can send me negative energy. I know the power I bring into every single room that I walk into. So it's bound to happen, but it doesn't mean it has to bring me down. In fact, I'm going to use it to empower me. And now so will you. It's okay if your light irritates the insecure. It's okay if not everyone likes you. It's okay if people even hate on you, because you're going to use that energy and alchemize it into power. And if you want to learn how to do that exactly, take the Art of Alchemy course, and it will show you how to use that energy as fuel to build a reality in which you are happy to wake up to every single morning and every single night. If you want to learn more about messy makeup mode, you can get my book, Show Up As Her. There are a bunch of laws in here and different modes you can tap into to alchemize your energy and become your most magnetic self. I hope this podcast episode resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.